Okay, sir. As all the things which you have said, sir, I can ensure that your life was not less than ordinary. Okay, sir, your experience are very good, sir. But nowadays, which we are facing challenges is SSB aspirants, sir. What all things which you want to, or if you want to convey something to the SSB aspirants, if you want to.
Oh, you are talking about the SSB.
Yes, sir, SSB.
So what do you want to actually ask from the SSB?
Sir, like SSB, with all the good qualities, still candidates get rejected from the SSB. Like success ratio is almost 1%.
Oh, you want to know why these people are rejected?
Yes, sir.
You see, there is called officer-like qualities.
Yes, sir.
There are certain officer-like qualities. They search those official qualities in you. For example, never give up. Keep on trying, keep on trying. You never give up. Be always positive. This is one of the major factor of an individual. One may be highly qualified outside, and if he doesn't have this quality, not to give up. If first action only he gives up, the army doesn't like that. There are a lot of odds you have to face, because army is situations are not tailor-made. What situation will come tomorrow, nobody knows. Where what is going to happen, nobody knows. You have to look at. Suppose at times you may be defeated, but you must know to convert that defeat into victory. And that happens when you do not give it up. Don't lose your heart. Fight for it. You might fall today, you might fall tomorrow, but third day you will rise again. But that fighting spirit has to be there. And this is the major spirit that we want to find out, that is called positive spirit. And what I told you, that is negative spirit. A negative person cannot be selected in the army. Next is cooperation. You must be able to cooperate with the other fellows who are working, because we have to work in the army as a team. Suppose I want to show my only work and keep on doing others middle down, it will not work. Because we are going to work as a team against the enemy. And we must know how to fit in myself into the team. Get the cooperation. Give your cooperation. As a team, overcome the situation.
Okay.
These are the qualities. Again, you see, you may not be able to, don't tell lies. Don't draw lines. Suppose he asks some question to you, you know so and so thing. You will say, yes sir, I know. But when he asks you, you do not give the correct answer. That is the time you must say, sir, no, I don't know this. That is why, means that is your character. That is your character. This character is very much important. You should have a courage to say no, because I will be rejected. That is why I will say yes, and then when he asks, he may think that he will not ask the question. No. You say, no, I don't know, sir. Then he might say, why you have come? If you don't know, sir, I don't know this. I may be knowing some other things which you may not know. So I don't know what all things will be asked here. But you say this with the confidence. They will find out your confidence in that. They will find out your truthness in that. They will find out your cooperation in that. They will find out your courage in that. They will give you some task to complete. But there will be a lot of problems and all. But you overcome that. You take a risk. Then they find out whether he is taking a risk or not. So there are certain, if you fail one of these, you are not selected. You see, these are certain things which I know I am telling you, and they are DSS, they call it. Directing staff. They are well trained in this. One is psychology test. They check your psychology, asking certain question. Same question is asked different way, and they find out what you are. You may not know that. But what if you are really good? If you are really that kind, even if you are not answered fully, they will find out, yes, this quality has got in this person. For example, they ask you certain things and explain. You may not be good at English. Okay? But you make an effort and try to explain to him. But he finds out what you want to say. What is your brain working? What meat it has got? And then, yes, this boy can improve. But he has got that quality, and they will be selected. When I joined, you see, when I went to SSB, I was only a matriculator. And then I did my college in the Army College. But that, they find out. I was not so fluent at English those days. But whatever I knew, I spoke to them. Then they know, yes, he has got a making in this. All these things come. So now, that is why I say, your education, higher education, is a passport to write this book or you attend this thing. But it is not a passport to be get selected. For that, you have to have those qualities in you. Because you have to stand all odds, face difficulties, face sun, face moon, face snow, face climate, hazardous condition, whether this fellow will stand for it or not. They try to find out. You may be lean. You may be lean, you will not be well built up. But if you are mentally robust, you overcome everything. By the time you do your training and everything. You see, I tell you an example. We had a Subdar Phulpuse in 71 war in Samba. There was a machine gun firing and all the battalion was grounded. They could not raise even their head, because as soon as there was a burst, he will come. But this lean fellow, he saw nothing is happening. He ran into the gun. Look at this spontaneous courage. He ran into the gun, took out his shirt, caught the barrel and pulled outside the barrel from the bunker. He jumped into the bunker and killed those fellows. And after that, he had about 10 to 15 bonnets wound. Hand-to-hand fight was there. Look at that. And when I saw him, I was surprised. He did it. So it's mentally robustness and quickness and your thoughts are very important. So all these qualities they find out. And he was awarded Mahavir Chakra. He was awarded Mahavir Chakra Army Regiment. Later on, as he grew up and all, he was young, grew up, built up height and everything, that's okay. But it is not only your physique, it is your mental robustness and courage. And this mental robustness, courage, you develop with the rigorous training and discipline.
Nice. The story is definitely giving me goosebumps, all the goosebumps. I'm sure that you viewers are also getting the goosebumps at this time. But the thing is, next question, if I can ask you, sir. Suppose I have my SSB scheduled after 3 months or 2 months, sir. So from now I want to study or I want to prepare. There is as such no syllabus for SSB, sir. You can definitely crack the written examination. We know the syllabus. From here you get all the questions.
Yes.
Okay, written part will be over. But how to prepare for SSB, sir, if my SSB is scheduled after 2 months or 3 months? That is the questions a majority of the guys ask, and I'm asking you, sir.
A majority of the guys, first thing, they should be positive. They should not give it up. Suppose they say you have fallen into the ditch. You are alone. You shout, koi hai, and you don't mind. And then they'll say, write a story on this. Then some people will write, no, he was in the jungle. There is no one there. He has fallen into the well and he is unable to. So he is shouting. Then they will say, there is no one, he is in the jungle. What is going to do? Then some people say he kept on shouting, nothing happened, he lost his life. But certain people will say, no, he knew a rock climbing. He knew rock climbing, he used those techniques and came out. So this is a positive. An example I am giving. So negative answer, and you should not be negative yourself from the heart. Before going to the SSB, you should be from your heart, your brain, your activities, you should not be negative at all. And this should be throughout your life. If you want to excel yourself in the life, you have to be very positive. There are ups and downs. Then you should have the fighting spirit. You should have the quality, develop the quality of converting the defeat into victory. Because every time you do not get victory, somewhere we win the war, somewhere we are under the war. We are unable to proceed, but we do not give it up. We find out something and overcome about it. So these are the things. In all works, I am not talking only about the army. This procedure, this quality is required in each and every individual, even in the civil. There are always ups and downs in your life. So how to take them? Sportively. That sportive spirit you should have.
Okay, sir. Nice to have that as an answer from your end, sir. I'm sure that the viewers will definitely get to know what you are trying to say, and they will definitely apply in their life. The next question, if I can ask, is, sir, suppose I am a graduate, sir, and I am not very great in my academics. I'm not very great in academics, nor I know how to play sports.
How to?
Play sports, sir.
So, yeah.
And I never got a chance to play very good sport, though I am very physically okay. But still, if I can get recommended or not, sir, that
you will. You will be. You will be, provided they find out certain qualities in you. I told you, officer-like qualities,
yes,
basic qualities, they find out. That's why I said, your education and your physical fitness at that time is different. Because the minimum requirement you have to do. But once you join, you work hard, you are trained, you develop all those qualities. But you have to keep in mind, I must improve. I must improve. There are people who can't even run about 3 kilometers. We have to run 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers with all our loads. But initially you find difficulty when you land up in the academy. But you do not give it up. Chalo, I am not going fast, at least I will go slow. Slowly improve. I have seen fellow who cannot run about 4 kilometers. He used to run marathon with us. By the time he passed out from the academy, he used to go even at night practice simple on the ground. So that is a grit one has to have. You can develop all that. Physical fitness you can develop, provided you are mentally ready. You get tired, you get everything, but don't give it up.
Nice to hear that as an answer. But still, sir, I have the statistics with me at this time. During this decade of from the 2011 to 2020, there are approximately 1,000 candidates who have been left the National Defence Academy.
Less in
left
they have not filled up the vacancies, you mean?
No, sir. They were selected. They were shortlisted. They were in the training, but they left the academy because of the rigorous training which they had.
That's what I'm saying.
Why this is happening? And army had the vacancy. It is said in the army that there are shortage of 10,000 officers in the army, Indian army. But still, they are not trying to fill the vacancies. There are plenty of the candidates who want to go, who are the 10-time repeaters.
Okay.
So if you can,
I got it.
Share some light on
You
that.
see, you have initially qualified in the SSB. They have seen that material is there. They find out whether he has got an officer material or not. And after training, you have to go through that training, and this officer-like qualities are developed by the time you do your entire training. So you are qualified to join academy, but you qualified to become an officer once you complete your rigorous training. That is why the vacancies cannot be filled up. First of all, you are screened here only. You do not qualify the SSB itself because of certain qualities. So you are screened here only. Some of the gun. Then once you go there, start in the academy, you give it up because it's a rigorous training. It's a very hard training. If you mentally build up, I said, there are candidates who are very lean, thin, they do everything. In fact, I tell you, the person who is lean and thin, he is a better to perform in the academy because he is lightweight. The heavyweight, he has got to put more efforts. Only he has to build up his mental makeup. Mentally, he has to be robust. He will do it. And one day, he will defeat everybody.
Definitely.
But these boys, they are not used because in the civil, they have enjoyed only, they have studied only that much. They have not done any hard work. But the fellow who is a sportsman, the fellow who is working hard, the fellow who is working in the fields, for him that is nothing. For him that is nothing. And that is the problem. But without that qualification, it doesn't qualify there, they can't give the he can't make an officer because officer is responsible for the so many lives. He himself is not fit. How can he take his boys with him? Indian Army has got a tradition. The officer is in the front, not like other army. The young officer is always in the front. He is an example. He is an example for his boys. He does everything what the boys are supposed to do. And he gives a demonstration. You see? So you have to come up to that level, not an ordinary soldier's level. Officers' training is much more harder. Mentally, education-wise, plus physical-wise.
Okay, sir.
But those who come out living that, they are not fit. They are qualified to go there, but they are not qualified in training. Understood? That is why we cannot just fill up the vacancy, pass karo. No. It is a responsibility. It is a responsible country. If he is not that physically fit, how can he lead people in the army, in the battlefield? So those qualities are required. We cannot compromise there. Like other services, physically he knows everything, do the job. That cannot happen. Here is a question of everyone's life. He is responsible for so many lives. A battalion commander has got 1,000 people under him. His one mistake can make so many lives, in danger.
Yeah.
So that quality has to be there. So it is very difficult. So those who are built up from the childhood, I want to do army, they do daily running, some exercise, those boys they make very good. They sail through and they don't find the training is so tough. I didn't find it the training. I enjoyed in fact because I was sportsman. I used to do everything. So I was always competitive. I do it. So it depends on him. So your children should always play games. Let them fall, let them do in addition to his studies. Just to make your percentage 90%, 99%, this and that will not work in the army.
So having said that, thank you so much for giving the answers of all the questions which I can have at this time. And any last conclusion which you want to give to the SSB aspirants, sir, because SSB is starting from like 1 week or 2 weeks now. So if you can conclude to anyone to motivate them or anything.
Only thing I want to tell you, that you go with the confidence whether you know the things or don't know the thing. Confidence. And that confidence, you have all the qualities, what they want. But if you don't have confidence, you are rejected. Finally, if you want to put up any show, until and unless you don't have confidence, how can you put up the show? You know everything, but you are not confident. Much everywhere you will fail. But you are confident. You don't know, but still you will use your brain and something you will do. And at times you succeed also. But if you don't have confidence, you know everything. When the actual time comes, you fail there because of the confidence.
Okay.
So go with the confidence. With that confidence, if you are selected, is okay. If you are not selected, hell with it. I will try next time. Suppose next time you don't go, I will try second time. I will try third time. Keep studying, keep doing it until and unless the final stage comes. And suppose you have not been selected, there are a lot of avenues. It is not the end of your life. Somebody might ask you there. Suppose you are rejected. Sir, if I am rejected, I will try. Suppose again you are rejected. Finally also rejected. You say, sir, this is not my end of my life. I have got a lot of avenues. I will find some other
Profession.
Other professions, other things. There are so many branches are there in our life. So we can do. And don't give it up because if army, you are not going to excel in somewhere else. Finally, you need a destiny also. Your destiny takes you there. Your destiny is meant to do particular job. Suppose you are going further, you are doing a particular job, you may not get there. But don't give it up because you use your vigor and knowledge and everything for the other branch. And there you will go all. Okay, that's what. For example, I'm telling you, don't hide anything. Because some people would like to brag this and that and hide. They will ask, what is your father doing? if his father is labor, he should say, my father is a labor and I am from his son. I want to excel. That is what they want. Don't hide anything. I'll ask question. Be calm and quiet. Think what he has asked. Suppose you are not understood. Ask him confidently, sir, I have not understood your question. Tell me what you exactly want. Confidently ask him, Arey, kaise puchunga? He is not a God. Yeah. Maximum, I told you, maximum what he will reject. So you think that you are going to interview him. Think that way. You are going to interview him. Go with the confidence. Well, sir, I have not understood your question. Can you ask me, please? We say. Then suppose after that also you know the answer, don't know the answer. Sir, sorry, I don't know the answer. But if you try to draw a line, say something else, answer something else, that is not required. This thing do not work in the practical life, in the battlefield. It has to be, real situation has to be taken into consideration and how you react. So do that, prepare whatever you can, and when you go there, you keep on discussing with the other cadets. 1 or 2 days, first you go there, keep on discussing with other cadets. Suppose you are not very good at expression, go in this room, how many there are, 4, 5 boys, keep listening to them. Go to the next room, again they are discussing at night, keep on listening to them. Without reading, without doing, just by listening, you have acquired a knowledge. At the time of SSB there, you may get the question, the same answer as you have heard already. You may not be able to answer the question so fluently. But if you answer, if you tell the crux of the answer, you have scored the point. Your fluency, nobody is bothered. Bothered means nobody is bothered. Because today you don't have fluency. When you join an academy, you have got a service, you bring fluency automatically. You improve your vocabulary. So you are in the studying stage only.
Yeah.
You are in the studying stage. And in the army, remember this, if you think once you have become an officer, everything is over, right? There is a study till you retirement, you have to study. There are training till you retire, you have got a training. Because you have to keep abreast the latest situations, latest weapons and everything. So, this life is always active till you retire. Whether you keep on learning, read and know the things. You should have a habit of reading and discussing with others. Once you start discussing, you recollect all those things and then it is registered permanently. Suppose you read and keep quiet, it is not registered permanently. This is a technique. You read something and go and talk to your friend, I saw this thing, I saw what it is. This is what it is. Then it is registered here permanently. That's the same thing with the technical things or whatever it is you think better for your life.
Okay, sir. Having said that, thank you so much, sir, for having you here. I'm very glad to share this experience with all the viewers, and thank you so much for coming to the show. And you guys can definitely comment what all questions you have. I'll definitely try to get back to him again if he's not busy, and I'll ask the questions. If you guys ask a valid questions, I'll definitely try to ask him. And don't go without subscribing. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.